happy belated Halloween. We hope you had a safe one. We hope you had lots of fun, got a bunch of good candy. Melissa, they stole my bowl.
Who? Children?
The children, the ghouls, the goblins, the whoever it was out there. We were all peopled out yesterday, and so we made the decision to, you know what? Let's just make a sign. We'll leave the bowl outside. And when you make a decision like that, you have to go into it knowing that someone is just going to take all the candy. Like, maybe it's a little bit of an older kid, right? Something, who knows? And that's what we went into it expecting. We didn't expect our entire bowl to get stolen. They just took the bowl.
Describe the bowl to me, please.
The bowl was, I don't know, about the size of a basketball, right? And it was a little Halloween-themed bowl. It was a cheap one that we had bought that week in hopes that, like, hey, this can be like our bowl, so that if we do ever one year want to just leave candy out, it's not like our actual like metal mixing bowl that we have for cooking. But they still stole it. We're just like, what? We want our bowl.
You don't know what happened to it. Hot dog mummies were great. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking about my children.
Right, yeah.
You don't know if the bowl was stolen. Maybe a dog ran off with it. Anything could have happened to the bowl.
The dog stole
on
it.
On a Halloween night when the dogs can't steal. Dogs can't steal. They're not capable of that. Don't you put that on a dog.
Well, according to dog law, Melissa, they can.
New on CBS this fall. Dog law.
CSI dog law.
People like detectives. People like dogs. Sometimes you get a detective with a dog, like whoever this Will Trent guy is. But except for the failed experiment that was Puchinsky, you don't get detective who is dog.
I mean, Scooby-Doo.
If you left him alone, I don't think he could solve anything.
What about Wishbone?
Oh, definitely. Wishbone, yes. Wishbone, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have no camera installed or stuff like that, so we don't know exactly what happened, how quickly the thing was taken or not.
You don't know if somebody stood out there 5 minutes contemplating this choice. What candy did you put out? Tell me, forget the bowl. Tell me about the candy.
We had a mix of like Reese's eggs, regular Reese's
eggs.
Warhead. Yeah, the Reese's eggs, the like egg-shaped ones.
From Easter? They don't.
Do
they have like spooky egg ones?
The Easter ones. Yeah, they must have had the spooky egg ones or something because they weren't Easter. We didn't put out old Easter candy.
No, hold on. They have bats. They have pumpkins. They have shapes throughout the years.
Maybe it was the pumpkins. I don't know. But we had a mix of different Reese's. We had like Warheads, sour taffy. We had some lollipops. There was some like Kit Kats and some things in there. Just a good mix of stuff. We had
that is a good
different
variety
bags that were all mixed in this big bowl. But yeah, that was it. We spent the rest of the night finishing up our watch of Over the Garden Wall. So it was good. It was fun. Still spooky vibes.
Spooky enough. I ate Pop Rocks for the first time in a long time.
Ooh.
They
first
weren't
time
even
as an adult.
Maybe in like 10 years or something. They weren't even Pop Rocks. It was another brand's popping candy. It was Kool-Aid flavored. There are these
How
weird little
interesting.
packets of Kool-Aid flavored Pop Rocks, grape, cherry, and tropical punch that my roommate's friend brought over.
They don't have the classic red?
Cherry is red.
But it tastes like red. The flavor is red.
That's blue's job. Red can be cherry, blue can be blue.
There's only two flavors. It's red and it's blue. You mix them together and you got purple. All right, that's the secret third.
That's how
flavor.
a grape is born.
Yeah.
You go to a vineyard.
Mommy,
you ask the vintner. Right. When red and blue love each other very much, they make a grape. Don't ask us where green grapes come from. We had Pop Rocks and we watched my roommate asked for a fun, scary movie, a movie that's not really that scary. And I said, The Ring is pretty light. And then her friend is like, no, The Ring scarred me as a child.
I was going to say, you vetoed Hellboy and then went to The Ring. Might as well shoot for the stars at this point.
We watched the live action Scooby-Doo.
Great. Love it.
And ate our Pop Rocks.
My girlfriend would have been so excited. I'm like, yes, let's do it.
It's a great time. I feel like Freddie Prinze Jr. walked so that Ryan Gosling could run in his performance as Ken.
There you go. Good stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to number 258 of the Whatnauts Captain's Log. My name is Kyle Springer, and I am joined by Melissa Wilkinson. Melissa, I have to start this one off with a trigger warning. Pee pee poo poo. I have it. The Fanta flavor. The all black, zero sugar, black Fanta flavor. I feel like I'm going to have to take a sick day tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Who knows? So,
okay,
go ahead.
To recap, you had the Mountain Dew mystery flavor, and while looking into the Mountain Dew mystery flavor, you came across the Fanta mystery flavor, and just now you have acquired it in your own hands.
Yes. So when I found this online, nowhere told me like what store I could go get it at. It was just it's in stores.
It's that much of a mystery.
Does that mean Target, or does that mean like Five Below? Like what right? What's the and so yeah, this whole month we like whenever we went grocery shopping or we went out to like Walmart or Target, we couldn't find it. But my partner found it this week, and so had to get one. So I have this instead of my second Mountain Dew VooDew 2023, which we'll mention in a sec here. But as I was looking this up, I found a Reddit thread that was this guy's experience of drinking this and just like,
oh my God, that's right.
Stomach ache galore, bowel movements that were just pitch black, and like the whole bowl was like stained black. And I happened to look for that link, and I found it again on my phone. The most recent comments that I saw were from like 2 days ago, and were more of the same. Just like, yep, it fucked me up too. I don't know if they've announced what the flavor is yet. I was not able to find that. So this is a mystery. It truly is. What the Fanta?
It truly is a black soda. Light does not reach it. That's not like a dark purple. That is a black soda.
On like the very edges, you can be like, okay, it's really dark purple. Right. But yeah, no, this is like I'm staring into the abyss, and the abyss. It's so funny
that it has a white cap. Like they could have gone farther into the theme and given it a black cap.
Right. Or something. So I'm going to open this up and see what it tastes like, because this is kind of wild. Who knows if
it doesn't look cold from here. I presume that it is, but yeah. From where I'm standing, I can't tell if you're about to down a room temperature mystery Fanta.
It's cold. I mean, it smells like a regular soda. It smells like a fruity flavor, though. Which
That's what they do.
Is what Fanta is known for. So here we go. Wish me up.
I'd love a savory Fanta. A vegetable Fanta.
Jerky Fanta. Okay. Not bad as a flavor. I have to say, see, when we were talking about the Mountain Dew one last year, I thought the flavor last year was like a blood orange. So that would go with the like Halloween theme. This also tastes a lot like that, but more in the Fanta tradition. Like when I said blood orange for the Mountain Dew one, it had like a sourness to it that you would get from like a grapefruit or something like that, like a tartness. This does not have that tartness, but it still tastes like orange soda, like an orange Fanta, but it's black, pitch black. So
this is Kel's Nightmare. That's the name of the flavor.
I don't know if that's quite it though. Like it almost has like a peach aftertaste in there too. I don't know.
The flavor is Frankenstein, orange, and peach.
Right. The flavor is death.
The flavor is orange that turns into peach when the full moon is full.
Right. It's a were peach. So yeah, that's the what the Fanta mystery flavor. Apparently they did this last year too, and I just didn't know. But while we are on the topic of soda, let me also pull up the Mountain Dew wiki page here.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
All right, we have Mountain Dew VooDew 2023. I was very disappointed in this flavor when I tasted it. Because last year, let me switch over to Mountain Dew VooDew 2022, which I also have pulled up here. And the answer, according to their website, was sour candy flavor. That was it.
Very generic.
Yep, sour candy, which is kind of what I was onto, right? It had that like more sour tart flavor. It could have been Smarties. It could have been right. Yeah. So sour candy flavor. This year, 2023, they released. They put the answer out. Oh, I guess the answer could have already been out by time we had the first one. I don't know why. It says on September 26th, 2023, the official Mountain Dew Twitter account unveiled VooDew's 2023 mystery flavor to be cherry airheads.
Okay, at least they've got a real brand this time and not just a generic sour candy.
This was apparently a collaboration between the company that makes airheads, and I guess they also make Mentos. So that makes sense. It did have, you know how when you eat an airhead, it's obviously not, it's not like a grainy feeling, but there's that like real sugary, almost grainy like aftertaste to it.
Yes.
That's what this soda kind of had.
Huh.
Like it somehow mimicked that, like, oh, I'm drinking like distilled airheads. I was just never able to put my finger on exactly like, oh yes, Airheads. This is it. But I was disappointed because I feel like this is so close to sour candy, even though it's not sour.
Get out of the candy realm. Give me an Oreo flavored soda if you want another brand deal.
Absolutely. Give me a pumpkin flavored soda, a caramel apple, something else.
Get weird with it.
The vampire themed, and then have it be like a nectarine, but right? Like do stupid stuff like that, or experiment and do the weird flavors.
Right. We don't want these because they taste good. We want them because they're a mystery.
They're a novelty. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. You know what's really a mystery? Roast chicken. Go to the ramen aisle. Take your inspiration from those flavors.
Roast chicken, the true mystery.
Creamy shrimp. Yum.
Good Lord. There you go.
I also
have the soda talk that I have.
I also have an important announcement.
Yes.
The Muni, the local St. Louis musical theater I go to every summer, they announce their shows in November, but I think this was the earliest they've ever released next year's slate. They did it today at noon, November 1st. So next year, I will be lucky enough to see Les Miserables, Dreamgirls, Disney's The Little Mermaid, Fiddler on the Roof, Waitress, In the Heights, and Anything Goes.
Interesting. Okay.
Do you have context for any of these?
Are familiar.
I know some of these words.
Right. The only place I would expect a fiddler to be is on the roof.
Right. They haven't put him anywhere else. I've never seen this one. This is one I keep voting for when they give out the show survey every year. I want to see this one live. So I'm very excited.
Melissa,
Fiddler's on there.
You did it. You put that.
I was the one who brought it. I was the one who brought us chess last year. I hope they're listening to me. I hope I am heard. Les Mis and Dreamgirls I've seen at this theater before, and they were some of my favorites. Cool. Little Mermaid's always solid. Yeah. Waitress I've never seen before. Apparently this is its U.S. premiere outside of Broadway itself and national tours. This is its like regional theater premiere. So In the Heights I've never seen.
I know that Waitress and In the Heights are two separate plays, but when you say those two like the names of the plays back to back, especially after Fiddler on the Roof, Waitress in the Heights, right? Like there's a theme here.
Job in place.
Right. Exactly.
And then Anything Goes, I saw my high school do. Okay. And I think right before the show was supposed to, there was like a kid who didn't show up. I think they found out that he got arrested for like traffic violations, something not sinister, but still like, oh, where's that kid?
Have to get to arrested? My play, officer.
It was like unpaid tickets or something like that. So when I saw it, they had to cut a number featuring that character because they had to send out an understudy who had the script in his hand. And they're like, we're not getting that guy to sing and dance. So I look forward to seeing a complete professional Anything Goes.
There you go. Interesting.
So you can look forward to me telling you about these next year.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that'll be a blast. It's still on my list one day to go to a local play and just see. In our when we went. When you came to visit and we went to the like a little arts district and they had all those little neat shops and stuff right there on one of the blocks, like right before all those shops is like a local theater production house thing. I don't know what you call them.
Theater.
Yeah, there you go. It was a theater. But yeah, they had one there, and we were recently there again, and was like, oh, we could just go to one here. Like, you don't even have to go all that far or stuff. There's just one right here. So who knows? Hopefully, it'll be in the cards sometime down the road.
Keep your eye on it.
Indeed. So I I kind of when we did the review show podcast this weekend, I kind of told you a little bit about something that I did this weekend, which was the Freak Festival. But I held off on a few details because I knew it would make for a better Captain's Log story conversation. So yeah, we went to the Freak Festival, which going in, I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't quite sure what it was going to be. And I was expecting like a circus style theme thing, right? I would go see strong men and bearded ladies and all sorts of fun stuff. But that was not it. It was more so kind of a convention, like a horror convention. There were all kinds of vendors that were selling artwork, from original paintings and photography to like homemade goods like candles and bath bombs. There were people who had just like all sorts of different kinds of jewelry and like home goods. Like they had like hot pads for like to pick up hot pots and stuff like that.
They had pot holders. They had it all.
Pot holders. They had it all at the horror convention.
You're walking into the Freak Festival like, I really need something to hold a pot with. Can we go to the store after this? Oh my God, I don't have to. I don't need to do that separate errand. No more picking up pots with my bare hands anymore.
My partner had a coworker who had a booth there, and she sells like homemade tails for like cosplay and stuff, especially if you're into like the furry scene and stuff like that. She makes these detachable tails and makes custom stuff, and they look fantastic. Like top of the line. They look like they could be in the Disney store or Target or who knows what. I don't know. Just they look like they could be in those big stores.
She makes an Eeyore tail, sure.
Yeah, but like fancier than that and stuff. Like she makes like dragon tails and like whale tails and they're like maybe up to my waist ish, and like how tall they can potentially be. She has big ones, she has small ones.
Oh my gosh,
all sorts of stuff. So yeah, we had a good time walking around that, but the detail, the adventure that was this thing is so the Freak Fest was at the location that our fair is. It's at our
yes,
our fair
by the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, or not the one we went to. That was like the downtown.
Well, you guys have two Ferris wheels, don't you?
I think so. I don't know exactly. It was on fair.
I know what you're talking about. I saw it when I was reading a bunch of lists of things to see in Oklahoma City. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was inside one of the buildings there. But when we get there, there's no signage for anything except some kind of horse show going on. not a rodeo. This is like buy and sell the horses that you had. Like this is like an auction style thing here. You can go ride them around and see how they ride. You can do all that stuff.
Take it for a test drive.
Right, you can see how much they weigh. There's weighing stations. We get there. Wow. This is the only thing we see. And like we're driving around like, okay, is it at a different entrance, all this stuff? Because it's like if we go
through
horses
here, they're expecting I want to show me your freak horses.
Or are the people freaks for the like is this like the Horse Girl Convention, and they just happened to name it the Festival of Freaks.
Yeah, it's the Horse Freak Festival, and the top of that flyer just got torn off.
Exactly. Because like we're driving down to the place, and it's like if we keep going, they want us to weigh our horse. Like, we don't have a horse. This is not it.
Honey, time to get out the 2-person Halloween costume.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. I'll be the back, you be the front. Like a Monty Python.
Good thing we always keep a 2-person horse costume and a coconut in the trunk of the car.
Gotta be prepared. But yeah, we were like driving around looking for different entrances. We couldn't find anything. We could see there were a couple other people also kind of driving around, either like we were following them or they were following us as we went to, and all the parking places that we saw, the parking lots were genuinely or were generally full, but also had like no parking signs up. So we were like, okay, this must be staff or like the vendors at the horse place or something like that. We don't know. Eventually we saw a sign for a gun show also on the fair grounds. And so we were just like, what? We're over too. Like,
are they freak guns?
What is this? Like, we can't. Like,
there's gun with two heads.
Signage like freaks this way, right? Like,
right. Show me to the freaks.
There's nothing, and we got to the point where we were like, I guess we can do one more lap, and if we don't see anything, like, let's just go home, because our local library, we found out, was also doing a paranormal festival, which we did not get to go to, but maybe next year.
You missed all the ghosts.
Right?
Ghosts there, a panel of them.
Right? All the freaks left, and they went to the paranormal thing. No, but so, yeah, we were driving around, and then by some miracle, a light shone down from heaven, and I saw our savior, a goth girl in fishnets. And I was like, that's one of them. Follow them. Wherever they're going, we need to go.
I'm sure there are goth horse girls, but you're right. Or you lost, follow the fishnets. They'll lead you in the right direction.
Follow the goth girls. And sure enough, it did. We like found our way back into this one thing. And it was like, oh, there's another one. There's another goth girl. There's a guy in a trench coat.
Yes!
Right? And it's just like, we're in the right place. Here we go. So yeah, we eventually found it. But yeah, there was the like horse show, there was a gun show, the freak festival, and then after we went to that, like also right next door was like a rock and
cool
mineral
those are always fun
thing. So we walked around that for a bit.
Man, I haven't done one of those since I was like 16. I gotta find a gym and mineral show again. Yeah. When do they ever disappoint?
They rock. Right? Melissa just nods her head silently. I'm not responding. Yep.
It's so factual. It's like if you announced it's Wednesday today. Yeah.
Red and blue. It's over the garden
that is
wall.
a rock fact.
It's a rock fact. Rocks rock. With that, I say we take a quick break for some housekeeping. And when we get back, we'll have the second half of our show, a Good Burger 2 trailer. I got a crazy cheese grater that I have to talk about. It's amazing. We'll be back with some more shenanigans after this. Here at the Whatnauts, we make multiple different shows, and a lot of hard work goes into making them, so we would love it if you check them all out. If you enjoy our shows, patreon.com/thewhatnauts is the best place to show your support. For just $1 a month, you can get early access to episodes, and at our $3 tier, a Patreon exclusive podcast, The Pilots Club. You can even get a shout out and thank you on most of our shows at the $5 tier. And if you're one of our patrons already, thank you so much, it means the world to us. You can find out more information on our website, thewhatnauts.com, as well as your favorite podcasting platform of choice. When you type in The Whatnauts, all of our shows will pop up right there. Just don't forget to give us a nice rating and review if you like the shows. You can also find us on YouTube and Twitch for video versions of the shows, trailer reactions, and live streams. And lastly, we have merch. If you want to grab yourself a shirt or a hoodie or a mug or something else, head over to thewhatnauts.com/store to pick up some merch today.
Hi, folks. It's Melissa alone here in the plugs segment. Kyle went to go get this incredible cheese grater, and I'm here to tell you about... Well, last week on the Captain's Log, we had our big Halloween special. We put on costumes. We did a costume reveal. We retold old anecdotes in the form of bizarre, spooky tales. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the cheese grater. Last week on the review show...
I'm getting my headphones on. Okay.
Last week on the review show, we continued reading Hellboy comics. We are now up to volume 9. We've got a new artist joining Mike Mignola here. Hellboy's up to his classic adventures with all sorts of mythical creatures telling him he's a god or a king or something. And he's like, can't you just let me sleep?
Right. He's the opposite of Simba in The Lion King, who's like, I just can't wait to be king.
And recently on the Pilots Club, we recorded a new episode about the pilot of Manifest, a show that's about a plane, so it already has a pilot in it, one of the rare pilots. Manifest was a show that aired 3 seasons on NBC and then was picked up on Netflix for the 4th and final season. So Netflix is where you can find it. We watched the pilot of Manifest, a show about a plane that arrives 5 years late. And everybody's like, what do you mean? That was just a normal flight from Jamaica to New York City. And they're like, nah, man, you've been gone 5 years.
All right.
People have remarried. People have died. There's a boy whose twin sister is now 5 years older than him.
Wild stuff. All right. Is that all of the housekeeping stuff?
Well, on the Reactor Corps, we are watching this season of Loki. You can find an episode on episodes 1 and 2 and another on episodes 3 and 4. We'll be back next week. Talk about episodes 5 and 6. Then we've talked about all of Loki.
Yeah.
That's it.
There you go.
Those are our
Only
podcasts.
other housekeeping stuff is that all of our RSS feeds have been switched over. It was a success, I think. I put out our most recent episode on Hellboy for the review show a day early, just so I could like test it out and see like, if I only put it on this new one, will it go? And it did. It worked. I switched everything over. So you should not have any issues with that. There should be no kind of thing you have to do. However, if you do see some funkiness happening, you might just need to unsubscribe and resubscribe on your podcast app. But yeah.
If there's funkiness happening, it wasn't intentional. That's not us.
No funkiness here.
Least funky podcast.
Oh, man. Yeah, so my
the cheese grater.
Cheese grater. Cheese.
Oh, heck.
This is like, it looks like one of those like meat grinders where the meat loads in on the top and you crank it and it just like all spaghettifies, right? It looks kind of like that. It has a suction cup here on the bottom so you can lock it in place.
Important.
Then, cheese goes in the top right there. You put this little cap on it to help you push it all in, and then you crank it, right? And then it all just comes out. But man, because we used to get or not, I talk about like 3 years ago we used to get like these big blocks of cheese and then hand grate them
uphill in the snow both ways.
Right. Yeah, back in Nam we didn't have that kind of cheese grater. But this is so fast. Holy, like what used to take us like 10 minutes of like grinding it back and forth. Is that enough? Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, a little bit more. Go for another minute and then switch to the other type of cheese and then that. This is just crank, 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 crank. You're done. And it's just like, wow.
Nice.
That's amazing.
You guys, do you eat a lot of tacos? Why do you frequently need to grate cheese?
We like it better than actual like store-bought grated cheese because that stuff has all the like preservatives on them. They don't melt as well. So we just like to get different kinds of like better cheeses out there. We get some like smoked Gouda or some smoked cheddar. Put that in with like some Monterey Jack and some Colby Jack. Put that on like our baked potatoes, our tacos, all sorts of stuff.
This is how I would eat if I had somebody to help me eat. As a single, I have to shop very carefully because I have to make one thing last a long time because it's only me eating it. So I am buying the bag of pre-shredded cheese with the cornstarch on it or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We're obviously super excited about our cheese grater.
That's an exciting time in your life when you can buy single purpose kitchen gadgets, knowing that you have the money to spend and the room to put it in. You know, something that's just for cheese.
Because we had just kind of your like regular standard cheese grater that looked like a washboard, like that kind of style. And that one was breaking. And so we're like, okay, we need to get a new one. Let's get a nicer one here. I was not expecting this.
Who makes that? Is that an OXO?
You know, I don't actually know. There's no branding on the actual thing.
Ooh, mysterious.
Right? Mystery grinder. Yeah, but we have a few, like, it all comes apart pretty easily because there's a few of these guys that can do the grading in different sizes and stuff like that. But I was not expecting this. I was just expecting like another like pretty run-of-the-mill standard cheese grater design, but maybe a little bit nicer quality on that. But no, we got the like fancy meat grinder. We're real chefs. Take that, Iron Chef Miyamoto or whatever your name is. Right.
Last night, my roommate had some friends over for Halloween. And she texts me and she says, my friend wants to bring over this thing. It's like a bacon wrapped something. She asked if we have an air fryer to cook it in. And I'm like, Mary, you've lived here for a year. Where do you think I've been hiding an air fryer? You think I have an air fryer that you haven't seen?
In your room. I haven't seen what's under your bed yet. You keep that party sign in your room. How exactly are you partying in that room over there, huh?
Just crispy tater tots.
With your little mummies, your little hot dog mummies in there.
Little
That's
mummies.
How you're partying.
I told her I would like to get an air fryer, parentheses, by which I mean I'm going to tell my parents it's what I want for Christmas and they get it.
Yeah, we have one. We've liked it. We haven't done too much with it. We've done like tater tots. We've done some like fried zucchini and squash.
Ooh. I made crispy kale in one once. It is good.
Yeah, we've done some stuff like that, but we haven't like used it right to like let's make a meal in this thing here. See if we can do that. But good stuff. Good stuff.
It's funny that they call it an air fryer when you put food in there. The air is not getting fried.
Right.
The air is how you fry it. Just if you went to a carnival and they're like, this is our new fad. You've got the deep fried Oreos, the deep fried Snickers. We've got deep fried air.
It's like,
you just pop
you fry air in that machine, and then there's a tiny wave in that one. Where does the water go in that one? It's a microwave.
We've fried all the elements. We have fried fire. We have fried earth.
Oh, Lord.
You just pop a bubble of batter and then you huff a scented air inside. Smells like nacho cheese.
Like the space balls, like canned air that they have. Good Lord. Melissa, you went to go see a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
No, I didn't. I didn't go to it.
Not?
It happened in my home. This is what's weird about it. I've seen Rocky Horror Picture Show before.
At home. I see. Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it in the theater where everyone's in costume and yelling and throwing stuff at the screen, and you've got the shadow players acting it out. I've done that. This was the first time I ever just saw it in a house. Like, this is weird. This is weird to only watch it with 3 other people and you can actually hear what's going on. I've not heard most of this movie before.
So
it's weird.
Is that a good experience for you then? Like, I finally understood the movie. I could hear the dialogue.
It's valuable. It's nice to be able to focus on just the film itself and not the entire all-encompassing event around it.
Gotcha.
One of my roommate's friends, she'd seen it before. She was a theater kid. She's like, my boyfriend's coming over. He's never seen it. Mary had never seen it. She's stoned. She's just having the biggest reactions to everything.
Great.
There's a scene where they have dinner, where Dr. Scott comes over and they all sit down at that fancy dinner together. Mary's just like, that's so many fucking forks. They got like 8 of those little motherfuckers. It's only on the right side of the plate. So many forks.
They got like 8 of those motherfuckers. It's great.
It was a good time. Weird.
I bet it was a good time. I've seen it once, and it was in the same kind of scenario. I watched it with my partner, and it was just
you had to
just
get
us.
Out to see it,
right? Yeah, at home by ourselves. That was it.
Get out, do a Rocky Horror Picture Show, do a room. Any of those you can find where there's an audience participation script, I recommend it 100%.
Did I ever talk about our theater's like movie intro that they would play before a bunch of the movies? No, it doesn't look like it's ringing a bell by your
what theater where
reactions. So we go to a Regal theater.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, and they're because I don't remember how long ago exactly, but it was a long time ago. On the podcast, you asked me the question in the vein of Rocky Horror or The Room, what other movies need to have these audience participation things? And I don't think at the time I really had a good answer, or at least one that I was like prepared.
Right. We wanted to see one for Michael Clayton, but we did not have Michael Clayton jokes yet.
Right. Yeah. I've realized that our Regal's like intro to a bunch of their movies would be perfect for this. It's a bunch of people like showing up to the movies, right? And they're all quoting different movie lines and stuff. And it's the like, so I've got that going for me, which is nice. The like, hey, you guys, like all that stuff. And so many times we've heard other people in the theaters like saying it along with them, like every single line, to the point where like they've stopped showing that one and we're upset. we're mad. I'm like, no, we want this one. It's our pledge of allegiance. It's our like like it was so good. It was so bad that it was good.
Right.
Because you like especially people like me that have the like Regal movie pass kind of thing. So we're there all the time. We heard it so many goddamn times. And it was just like, this thing is so annoying. And then you go to a movie where everyone is high or they're drunk or something. And they're just mouthing that like they all say the like, hey, you guys.
Okay, so are they just saying it along with the thing, or are they interacting? Are they lobbing lines back at the screen? Because that's what these movies are.
Sure, right. But no, they are saying the lines along with them. But like that is the whole idea of that commercial, is that it is all movie quotes. And so each line is its own
I saw it.
thing.
I saw it the one time I came to visit you.
Yeah. And so yeah, like it's not there's not really much like interaction stuff that you could do, but it does. It feels like this pledge of allegiance.
That's a good way to describe it.
Right.
Our local theater chain is, among others, we got several, but I'm a Marcus fan. I don't know where in the country Marcus exists, but it's at least here in St. Louis and some other patch of Midwest. And they've got Marcus himself, Greg Marcus, does a little video before every movie, and they change it out really frequently. They change it out like every month and a half. So like you never see the same one that many times. And I really appreciate their dedication to keeping it fresh.
Right. Do you know if they ever like recycle them, like the ones from a couple
I don't
years
think
ago
so.
are now
I haven't
back?
I haven't seen any repeats, I don't think. So sometimes there's like specialized ads that aren't Greg Marcus sitting there where it's like, you can book a private event. Call our private events manager. And then it's a woman's actual like face and name on the screen. It's not just a title. It's like, no, you're calling Katie if you want to book a private event, which is very sweet. I like that personal touch.
Cool.
Every time he comes on screen, Jack and I do wave to Greg Marcus. That's our pledge of allegiance.
Hi, Greg.
He's our uncle now.
Good stuff. I also had another kind of very mundane experience this past week.
Tell me about it.
I have to. It was more mind blowing than I was expecting. So these headphones that I have on right now, they're shitting the bed. They're on their way out. I told myself that this month I would probably buy myself some new headphones, since my birthday is coming up in a couple weeks here. And so recently I took a trip to Best Buy and just happened to like look at their headphones and see what they had. And they had some noise canceling headphones. And Melissa, I have never experienced noise canceling headphones before. I like these headphones I have. They're the big like studio over ear headphones. Like they dampen sound, right? Like they will give you enough privacy that you kind of feel like you're in your own space. But if someone is talking, you can still hear them and stuff. This is all that I've kind of felt like. I've been satisfied with these. But holy shit, I put on some actual noise canceling headphones and stuck them on. I felt like I was in, you know, when you see like a movie or a TV show put people in those like sensory deprivation
right,
rooms.
exactly.
It was that. I was like, wow, I cannot hear a thing. I cannot hear myself speak. Like, this is wild. And I know like noise canceling headphones have been a thing for quite a while. I'm just now surprised at like, how have I never interacted with them and like had this experience? How have I never had that? So yeah, I just had my mind blown by noise. Wow, the
it does sound
latest
surreal
and greatest technology of 2012. Mind blowing technology. So that's all I have to say on that. I just had an experience, right?
A true capital E experience.
Mm-hmm. Similar to that light shining down from the heavens to reveal the goth girl in fishnets. It was just like, whoa,
there's a light.
Noise canceling headphones. Oh man. So there you go. Let's see what else we got on our list here. A couple other things.
I saw more movies. You know how many movies I go to.
About to say, yeah. Talk to me about these ones.
Anatomy All, is that one on your radar?
Does not ring a bell.
Oh, it's a foreign crime movie, so that's why I bring it up to you.
Let me see. And
this is a French movie. Although only about half the dialogue is in French. A lot of it is in English. And it's about this woman who lives with her husband and her son in this sort of chalet house in the French Alps. This is where her husband grew up. That's where they moved to. She doesn't really like it there, but that's where they are. And her husband dies. He like falls off the balcony and he dies. And there's a whole murder investigation into did he fall? Did he jump? Or was he pushed?
Right.
And the only possible witness is their 11-year-old son, who is visually impaired and literally did not see a thing. And it's mostly a legal movie, not even a legal thriller. You're just in a courtroom.
Is mentioning it's a courtroom drama thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I enjoyed it. I just wanted to make sure you were aware of this, since you love foreign stuff and you love crime.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll have to keep an eye out for that one. See if I can't get that. We
caught it
somewhere.
Yeah, we got it in the theater this past weekend with these smaller movies. I don't know how long any of them are going to be in theaters, because it's not uncommon for something to just run for like a week or two to be awards eligible. Yeah. So I'm watching out. I've got like a big calendar. I'm following everything. And like the one weekend it hits theaters. Trying to see as much in theaters as I can. And then, of course, I saw the juggernaut of the season. I saw Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, with my real diehard Taylor Swift friend who saw her 3 times on this tour.
Amazing. Wow.
Which is such a feat. It was so difficult for some people to even see it once. I'm amazed that she got to see it 3 times.
Yeah, what kind
and
of
she'd already seen the movie.
Bargain did she make to make that happen? Because like Ticketmaster just like collapsed as soon as it was just
I just singular purpose is how she did it. Not sure. Yeah, but she wanted to take me, and I have just a basic familiarity with Taylor Swift. I probably have 8 songs across my Spotify from her. I realized I really didn't know most of her songs after I graduated college.
Right, yeah.
So a lot of this was new to me, but it's a really fun movie. It is a stunning show. It's so well produced. There's so many costumes. My friend keeps leaning over and tells me who designed each bespoke outfit. That was what I wanted. I'm like, give me the pop-up video. Explain this thing to me. Tell me all the secrets. She leans over. She's like, this filmed at the SoFi Stadium. It's in Los Angeles. it seats 90,000 people. I'm like, thank you. This is what I want. Give me these facts.
This is the like AMC 2-screen experience, but it's just one screen and your friend.
It's like a guided tour at a museum where you rent the headphones for an hour.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
That's cool.
It's quite a spectacle. Even if this isn't exactly your jam, it is a really remarkable piece of work to watch, and it's filmed very well.
Cool. Good stuff. I think we're going to go see Priscilla this weekend.
I am also going to see Priscilla.
Yeah, I kind of remembered it because I saw part of the trailer when they put it out a couple weeks ago. And then when it popped up in the app as like, it's available this weekend, I was like, oh yeah, especially since we went to go see Baz Luhrmann's Elvis, you kind of have to go see this one to get the like other side of the coin to that. So I'm excited for that.
Me too.
Else I'm excited for
what?
Good Burger.
Too good to burger.
Absolutely. I'm going to switch us over to the Reactor Corps screen so I can cut this out of our podcast and also put this up as a trailer reaction. But this will basically be the end of our podcast, how we're wrapping everything up here. So yeah, just a heads up because our cameras might freeze. And I am hitting the button now, and yep, our cameras are frozen. They should be back to normal in just a second. And they are back right now. Okay, cool. I'm going to kick us off with this trailer here. Welcome back to the Whatnauts Reactor Corps. My name is Kyle Springer. I am joined by Melissa Wilkinson. I'm a dude.
True.
She's a dude. We're all dudes. Hey, we're here to react to Good Burger 2 and their new trailer. I'm super stoked. Melissa, I had to bring this and
Thank
be
you.
like, we have to react to this because I have so much nostalgia for this film.
This was one of my favorites growing up. It was one of my favorites growing up. It was during the brief window of time when I had a boyfriend in my mid-20s. This was one of the movies I made him watch. This is important context for my life.
Wait, had he not seen Good Burger?
No, he grew up in
oh my god, you need to watch this.
Well, he grew up in like a tiny town in Alaska where he had like 3 channels and the movie theater got like 10 movies a year. Like, I don't blame him. Of course, Good Burger didn't make its way up there.
Right, and that's why
so I had to fill him in.
Dating him. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Got
Severe
it.
lack of pop culture knowledge. Couldn't accept it.
Oh man. Yeah, I at one point owned this movie on DVD.
I've still got mine.
I lost it at some point. I no longer have it, but I need to make that purchase again. So I'm excited for Good Burger 2. Let's dive into the trailer. I'm going to pull this up on my full screen here and then bring it up over here so everyone can see and watch and do all that good stuff. Cool. I'm going to count down from 3 and I'll say play, and then we can get started. 3, 2, 1, play.
Welcome to Good Burger, home with a Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Just as you remember them.
Right. Immediately brought back.
Wig is on point.
New Adventures of Ed and Dex starts now.
Yes, I'm ready.
You think I can get a job at Good Burger?
I'm putting the
Ready
good
for
words in
seconds.
That's not soap, by the way. It's maple syrup. Why?
So he wants to get rehired at Good Burger. Interesting.
Are you using a plunger?
Oh, strawberry jacuzzi.
Same plunger we use to unclog the toilet?
No. It really means a lot that you came to see me.
Oh, look at them on the roof.
Everything's still
Mega
here.
Corps.
And cities all over the world.
From Hollywood to Hong Kong. Hong Kong is not a city, it's the name of an ape.
King Kong.
The game with the paddles?
Ping pong.
The sound a doorbell makes. Ding dong! What?
Oh, looks like it's
This
gonna
is
have
very
another
silly.
dance number.
You understand? You're
This
all
is
fired.
perfect.
I like that. Fired! Fired! It's hot!
You just got hustled.
Welcome to Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Robots.
Oh, Calbot.
Everybody with robots. We gotta do something.
We're going to change the world.
Here's your burger.
Ah! This is giving me everything I need.
Yeah, absolutely.
Will Sinbad be in it? That's my only question.
I'll get your
That's yeah, Kai's heading out. He's a
who's in it?
a streamer.
Ooh, we've got Lori Beth Dinberg and Josh Server. They are back. Ron
Nice.
Funches, Ego Wodum, Laborg, Nicole Byer. Carmen Electra's even back. Incredible.
Amazing. This
Ah.
is so good. I'm so
It comes
excited.
out on
November 22nd.
Paramount Plus, November 22nd. We're just in time for Thanksgiving. Gather
Right.
the family around.
Perfect Thanksgiving movie. Good family movie.
Forget turkey.
Dude,
We're having
right.
burgers this year. We're going to make
God, I
whatever
wish.
Ed sauce is. Forget cranberries. You've never known them.
And then we'll shun the relative that brings Mondo burgers.
Oh,
Yeah, this looks good. I kind of am interested in this whole thing about them, or because it looks like Kel has been working there the entire time, and then
eternally.
Keenan, right? Yeah, has like moved on with his life. Maybe like hit some hard times and is now looking to get a job at Good Burger again. Which is interesting. I'm interested to see that and the robot angle to see what they do. It looked like real life Kel was going to infiltrate and try and be a robot himself.
I love an infiltration. I hope he's still wearing lingerie under whatever his disguise is.
Yeah, man, I cannot wait. I think this is going to be just so dumb. Which is exactly
That's what I want.
need it to
That's
be.
what the first movie is. It's just the
Yeah.
heights of dumb.
It just, like, I don't need it to actually be like, yes, rate this 5 stars on Letterboxd and see what Martin Scorsese thought of this. No,
Daring takedown of the AI culture.
Right? Yeah. No, I just need this to be stupid. Like, let me watch a stupid movie.
We need
I'm
this
so
energy.
excited about this. Absolutely. This is so good. Oh, I'm so excited to see them back up on the roof. Everything.
know.
It's bringing
This-
back so many feelings and memories. It's great.
I think it seems like it does really care about the original Good Burger. Like
Mhm.
there are a lot of very specific callbacks like that. And this is a movie that at least I have seen so many times. Like I
Right.
do remember all of those little moments that they can call back, and that seems like an exciting little game for me.
I think also something that will help it out is Kenan Thompson basically being a mainstay on SNL
Forever.
now.
He's never left. I was watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade last year, and he was on there as part of some bit connecting to SNL. And I'm
Mhm.
like, look at all these childhood icons that were here when I was little, like Blue's
Right.
Clues and Pikachu and Kenan Thompson, and they are all still here.
Yeah, I was listening to a podcast recently also talking about Kenan Thompson for something, and was having like the exact same stuff of like, he has been a mainstay on that show. He's been phenomenal, even if he's not necessarily the like number one on the poster. He's often like the glue that holds everything together in that. Like he's been stellar like the entire time. So
I don't know SNL very well, but I think he has been its longest running cast member.
He's up there for sure. So good on him. I'm glad this is a thing. This makes me happy. Makes my
trailer was
inner
fun.
90s kid happy. But that is our reaction to the Good Burger 2 trailer. Melissa, where can the people find you on the internet?
I just started my own letterbox, just like Martin Scorsese himself. Not much on there yet, but you can follow me at Wilkywit, WILKYWIT.
Perfect. And you guys can find me at Yo Kyle Springer on most of the social media places. If you'd like to stay up to date with us here at the Whatnauts, we are at the Whatnauts on most of the social medias. So please go like, share, and subscribe. You guys know the deal with all of that. If you're watching this on YouTube, go check out one of our other videos right over there. Thank you so much for watching this. We hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, we will see you all next time. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Good trailer. Yeah.